Integrity is a choice. Choose what is right over what is popular. This story from my childhood makes a poignant illustration about hard choices, trust, peer pressure, and friendships. It was July, and I was invited to my best friend Gregory's birthday party. Gregory was the most popular kid in the class. He was my best friend. He was tall and strong, he was outgoing, and he was funny. Gregory was my best friend. My mother dropped me off and told me she would be back in a few hours to pick me up. I waved goodbye and quickly ran into my best friend's birthday party. I was greeted by Gregory. He took me into his backyard. His backyard was decorated with streamers, posters, and party favors. There was a clown with balloons, and more. It appeared to me that his mother and father spared no expense for Gregory's birthday. Gregory took my present and took me over to the table where all the presents were. There I stood in disbelief. I thought to myself, that's a lot of gifts. There were tables all around his backyard. A table for gifts, a table for money envelopes, a table for cupcakes and cookies, a table for hot dogs and hamburgers, and a table for sodas. Gregory asked me, "Would you like a soda, Mr. Houth?" To which I responded, "No, thank you. I would like water, juice, or milk, please." Gregory looked shocked. He said, "Mr. Houth, if you drink a soda, you can have any one of those presents on that table." I politely said, "No, thank you. I would like water, juice, or milk, please." Gregory looked shocked at my response. He then said, "If you drink a soda, you can have any envelope on that table, which, of course, you know, has money in it." To which I replied, "No, thank you. I will have water, juice, or milk, please." Gregory was taken back a little bit more. He said, "Mr. Houth, if you drink a soda, you can have first dibs on lunch, cake, and cookies." I said, "No, thank you. I would like water, juice, or milk, please." By now Gregory was exasperated. He said with a displeasing voice, "If you drink a soda, you'll be my best friend in the whole world." I laughed and I said, "I already am your best friend in the whole world, Gregory," to which he replied, "If you don't drink a soda, you won't be my best friend anymore." I looked at Gregory with a very sad face and I said, "I'm sorry you feel that way, but I would like water, juice, or milk, please." By now, all of the kids were around watching this discussion. They were all chanting, "Soda, soda, soda." I excused myself and disappeared into the bathroom for 10 minutes. When I came back, Gregory had forgotten to push me to drink a soda, and the party went on. After a few hours, my mother came in to pick me up. I got in the car and slammed the door. My mother said, "Mr. Houth, what happened?" I said, "Nothing. I don't want to talk about it." My mother insisted, "Did something happen at the party?" I said, "No, Mom. I just don't want to talk about it." My mom asked a few more questions, to which I replied, "Stop, Mom. I don't want to talk about it." Then my mom said, "Let me guess. There was soda at the party, wasn't there?" The gates were open. I couldn't help myself. I told her the whole story. At the end of the story, my mom asked me, "Mr. Houth, did you drink a soda?" I said, "No. I kept asking for water, juice, and milk. I finally got to drink some water." I looked over at my mother, and she had the biggest smile on her face. She told me she could not have been more proud of me at that moment. I had made the right choice, and I did not even realize it. On the way home, she told me about peer pressure and making the right choices when everyone else is making popular choices. She told me that I had stood my ground. She told me how brave I was and that it must have been a very hard party to be at. She asked me if Gregory was still my friend, and I said, "Yes, Gregory is still my friend, Mom." On the way home, she took me to McDonald's. She bought me a Happy Meal, an ice cream cone, and soda. I was confused. My mom had a rule on one of our posters that we were not allowed to have soda at all. But my mom told me today was a special day. She also told me not to expect it, but today was a very special day. Integrity is a choice. Choose what is right over what is popular.